Yo, what is good?
What's going on?
Drew, you traveling again today?
No,
Or you home? You look home.
I'm home today. I'm going to be in the city tomorrow for that Bitcoin conference thing that Pomp is doing. I'm going to check that out. Check out that Bitcoin day.
Oh, nice.
So I'll do that tomorrow, and then I think next week I'm chilling. But then the week after, I'm spending the whole week in the city for NFT NYC. So
I know. I'm gonna be there.
I'm going to come in from Monday to Friday, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think NFT NYC is going to be fun this year. It's like
It's
I feel like
gonna
a
be
lot of
fun.
people. I think a lot of people are excited to like
We
get back.
should have put it on our list. We totally forgot to put it on our list.
What do you mean? Oh yeah,
On the rundown. On the
yeah.
rundown. It was like it was an obvious one.
For those interested, I'm going to be hosting an event Thursday night. It's going to be super dope. It's going to be like speakeasy.
We're gonna do it.
Speakeasy magic
Late?
show, kind of crazy shit. It'll probably be like 8 to 10:30, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
All right. You're going up against Pudgy Party.
When's the Pudgy Party?
7 to 10, I think.
Yeah. Okay. No big deal.
So,
what's it called? So yeah, we're gonna do that, and then
yeah, we're doing a meme lord brunch on Wednesday. I'm coming in from Tuesday to Friday.
Kind of funny. I don't really picture goblins like brunch folk.
Meme lords. We've got some pretty. It's invite only. We can't obviously select everyone.
Yeah.
But man, the people that have RSVP'd or not RSVP'd, they applied to come.
Yeah.
Some of the biggest meme lords in the world. Yeah, you had to share your last meme. And a lot of people got disqualified just based on that. If it was a rough meme, we take it very serious.
We're gonna have. Go on. Ours is gonna be like. How I do these events. I'm gonna do some like trippy. It's gonna be like the people that did Sleep No More are gonna be doing this. Are hosting.
Oh, really?
This event. Yeah.
What is it? Redbeard? Is it community?
Redbeard. Wilder World's involved, and we might have one more partner or two more partners involved. But so far, it's us and Wilder World.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, to be very cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. We're bringing back the McGowan Burger truck, so it's going to be around everywhere. Are you going to Punk's brunch?
I don't know anything I'm doing yet. I really haven't thought of it. I mean, I'll put it on my calendar, and then maybe we'll go. What are you thinking?
Yeah, because we're going to do the meme brunch.
Is there anything specifically that you that you already have planned on your schedule yet? I haven't even looked at it yet. I don't even know what the fuck's going on.
I just know because we have
one
a
of those
truck coming.
Is there one of those Google Sheets that like out?
Yeah, there's a few of those. We could drop it in. I think Jack, you have it. Can you drop in that Google Sheet that's going around?
Yeah, that'd be great, Jack. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
There's a really good one going around right now. Drop in that sheet.
Yeah.
So I get in on Tuesday, and probably do more like internal stuff Tuesday night, maybe dinner with the team and stuff. But then Wednesday we're doing our meme brunch. It'll be near the Punks, and then that's the first day that we're bringing back the McGowan Burger truck. So there'll be the McGowan Burger truck that's going to go all around, and it's going to be going on after. We at least are committing it to at least 6 months, but the goal is that it stays forever, and it's this nice little sort of ongoing thing. But in terms of stuff there, we have a few cool things. We have, obviously we'll have we're sending a bunch of visors people can wear. But this year we're also, and I'll have personally on me, but other people have also. We're bringing 200 of these, Drew.
Those are dope.
So when you're gonna see
fucking goblins
party, you're gonna see parties where people are literally just wearing this stuff. I think this just has a lot of potential to be viral content that comes from it. Just people sort of either wearing this. We're also playing around with these. I don't know what we're gonna do with them. These are goblin ears, but and then we're gonna have 100 gold visors. So we have the classic red one, but we're gonna have 100 gold ones that are, I'm not sure what they're gonna do yet, but we made them, so we're gonna send them. But yeah, man, I'm excited. The other stuff I'm involved with, then there's the Magic Eden yacht party that they're doing, and then there's D-Gods is doing a basketball thing. I don't know if you want to go to Brooklyn and play basketball, Drew.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
What's I gotta like really get through the schedule. I look at it. Oh, here's the calendar. I see it here. Cool. I'm gonna be on top. I'm gonna get dig into it. That sounds like fun. Yeah, I think it's gonna be.
So I said, okay.
Cool part about it is there's enthusiasm back in the market. It was like ETH Denver. When I was in ETH Denver, man, it was just like everyone was popping on. It was just like you could see. It was like people were excited. It was just like it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for the comeback. Okay, let's talk. Let's talk the rundown. What Crypto the Game Season 2. So you didn't participate in Season 1.
I did not. So I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are and how you're going.
Yeah, no, because so I did, and it was a lot of fun, man. It was, it's like things like have like it felt like early. Were you like early on Clubhouse back in the day?
Yeah. Really? Well, I mean, like relatively early. Not, I don't know.
Like I was in the test flight of Clubhouse. I just happened to get invited by somebody, and the vibes like really early were amazing, and it was very similar to that. Where like people have made friends, like real friends, like real internet friends.
I get that, but also just like everything else, my challenge with the crypto game was that I don't think it's sustainable. I mean, you guys were like talking.
Listen, that's a great thing, and I think you have to like sort of build on that type of momentum. And I think Dylan's a smart guy. He didn't wait months to do the next game. It's like 3 weeks later. I think 2 weeks later he announced it, and it's going live. I think in a week and a half. So. I don't know all the details about it, but it's called Anon Island. I believe you're sort of anonymous in your group, so you don't actually know who people are. So you don't know if someone's really super strong or not super strong. And I think there's something really interesting about specifically doing these like on-chain games, because we were doing like on-chain Pac-Man and on-chain, Flappy Bird and all those things. And I just think that there's something interesting. I got sniped one night. I got voted off pretty late in the game, like right before all the tribes sort of got together. And so I think it'll just be really exciting and really interesting. And I think I don't know. I think they've got.
Have they announced the changes? Like, is there like any clearly defined changes yet?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could look up, because it was a video, and I usually do better with words versus videos. But I believe it's called Anon Island, and I believe the specifics about it is that you just don't know who everyone is in your tribe. But I can find out more details. We'll still have another week until it starts. I think it starts April 2nd. But I'm just excited about it. It was one of the most fun things I think I've done in the last like 6 months to a year. And so I think that's fun. And that sort of like leads into the next thing, which is more of a competition, me and you, buddy. The Solympics. Where are you at, man? Where are you at? Let's look it up. Let's take a look.
I'm gonna turn it on right now.
I only have like time at night to
I know. So I didn't even do it the last 2 days.
All right, you are in 5th place. I'm in 3rd place.
What's the website?
Solympic.games.
Solympic.game. So
you're in 5th place with 0.578. I am in 3rd place with 2.444. I have a very simple strategy. I've explained it to goblins so the goblins could get higher on the board. So if you look at the top 10, there's 3 goblins.
Yeah.
I don't think there's 3 of anything else.
So what are you doing?
What am I doing? So I guess I'll share it with you guys here. Basically it's fairly simple. It's actually I taught it to White House. That's why he's doing so well. He just has more time than I do. If you go to pump.fun and you get really early in on the bonding curve, you can very, very quickly. By the way, I would not show this on your screen, the front page, or do like NSFW on. It's off. Okay. It can get really. It's really bad if you take the NSFW tags off. There is a trend going on in Memecoins right now, and it is not a good look for Memecoins.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So I would just avoid screen sharing that. However, the pump down fund, basically, if you find coins that just launched, because there's a way to sort by like just launched, and you get in, you have to make sure that the person who is the dev, the person who deploys it, doesn't put in too much. If they don't put in too much and you beat the bots, if you put in 0.1 or 0.2, obviously now I've built up to 2 point whatever, but in the beginning, the idea is to find a coin that you think has potential, but you have to make a snap quick decision and just basically put it in something. And then the idea is that more people pile on. And the first thing I did was this, I forgot I don't even know what the name is. I just saw it. It was like a cat something. So and I basically was like the third person to put into the bonding curve, and it started to go up. And then I got in at like a 5,000 market cap. And because of the bonding curve, it went up to like a 9,000 market cap. And I just sold right there. And right off the bat, I made like 60%. Right. And so it's like I cheated it a little bit, and for those that didn't know cheats, like Urban Dictionary, I basically just like, sold, I dumped. But you're typically taking money from bots.
What's your strategy to sell?
I sell right away. So the problem is the first one I did it really well. Like I got 60% in like 10, 20 minutes on 0.2, whatever. So I basically leveled up. White House did the same one. Wait, hold on. White House did the same one. And he ended up selling when it hit like $90,000 market cap. That's why he had so much. And so he just waited. I was just too impatient because you don't want to be the last person to sell in the type of situation. And especially with the bonding curve being so high on pump.fun, it ended up being that, these coins were never getting to Dex Screener because it was just too high. Now they've lowered it by half. You have to get to 70,000 instead. It's a lot easier to get to the next phase and removes the bonding curve then. So anyway, the long and the short of it is, the trick is, it's not even a trick, is basically you try to beat bots to be one of the earliest people to do a coin. And then when originally pump.fun couldn't get over the bonding curve, you just sell because it was just, you'd sell when it hits 95%. I was a little nervous because the first bet I did, I basically had it all riding on, I put all the money in right away. By the way, some people did some stupid stuff where they put all the money in, they didn't have enough to buy or sell it after. So you have to make sure you don't put everything in. Totally. And then anyway, the long and the short of it is I just got in early enough, and then I just rode the bonding curve. And that's basically the easiest way to make money in this type of thing, to grow that $50 into what's now, what is it worth right now?
So I'm looking at this right now. So like I stopped looking at pump.fun just because I figured that
$400.
None of them were becoming successful. So I was like, oh, and
you don't need that. So if you want to like level up, you don't need them to be successful. This is a Olympics. This isn't a
no. But I know that. I figured because none of them were successful, people were stopping doing it. That's what I mean.
No, well, so they lowered the bonding curve, so that they lowered the bonding curve, which helps people break out.
Buy SLHB. Soul Hub.
Wait,
ride me to Valhalla.
SLHB.
Yeah, it's on Pump Fun. Soul Hub.
I'm gonna dump it. Where is it?
What do you mean you're dumping? You own it?
No.
Yeah.
I wish I could dump it on you right now. Yeah. Wait, what is it?
Load up. We're gonna take down Alex right now.
Wait, what is it? How do you spell it?
SLHB. Soul Hub. Soul Hub. It's like Pornhub, but Soul Hub.
No. All right. So you're getting in early.
Yeah, I got in 5K.
5K. Oh, 5K. Yeah. Okay, got it. And it's right around then.
Yeah.
And how much did you put in?
Put a half a soul in.
Oh, you put all your money in?
Yeah.
You put all your you bet the house on this one.
I bet the house on Soul Hub. It looks like this like Soul Hub looks like it's great branding.
No, this is not. I'd be worried if I were you. The other thing I look at is in terms of trends, and I wish I could short this right now. I wish I look at trends also. The other piece that I look at is
But why do you have to be stuck on 5-minute charts? You can't go to 1 minute or 3 minute. It's annoying.
I don't know, but this is not good because you have no momentum here. The last purchase was 3 minutes ago. It came out 10 minutes ago. It's not. You need look at the page, and you want things that have like 50 buys per second, right? Like that's the stuff that you
let's make some moves, guys. Come on, let's get in here.
Don't buy any of this stuff. Nobody buy this shit.
Let's let it run.
Nobody buy this shit.
All right, so let's so that's what I'm okay. So I get
trouble,
it,
man.
So what do you think is the next? What do you think the next short? What do you think the next, like for Pump.Fun actually? Like where do you think this goes? Pump.Fun. Like what happens next for them? Because like it's actually pretty cool concept, but like if it's not successful ever, like if the tokens don't ever go anywhere, then I really don't understand where this goes. And like fails from what I've seen.
Listen, I think meme coins in general, I think there's more time for it. I think that it will continue to run for a while because as long as some people are making money off them, people will continue them. It's so more like lightweight. It's none of the it's none of the make believe BS of like what people want. You get in, you get out, you play at your own size. You know, you could take $25 and turn it into, you know, or you could take $50 worth of SOL and turn it into $500 worth of SOL. So I don't know, man. I think, I think they've created like a casino machine, and so I don't think Pump is a long like it wouldn't be a long. I wouldn't long-term invest in something like that because unless they're a good team that's going to pivot and they're sticking to it in some capacity, but. Is it interesting for the next few months? Like we see this, like you get ICOs, people do some bullshit stuff, and then it rotates into DeFi, and then
I'm already like I've already started like trying to like listen. The meme coin mania was fun. Like it's funner. It's ever like there was no way that was sustainable.
I don't think it's done. I don't think
it's done. I don't think it's done at all. But I think the way it was going was in a dangerous place. It was like everyone's just send money here, send money there.
I hope that stuff ends because that's ridiculous.
That was stupid. It also
guy doesn't know how to set up an LP fund. He doesn't know how to farm.
That's because the problem is it's taking money out of retail and putting it in the wrong people's hands, which sucks. But the reality is that there's also going to be a turn towards like what's going to happen is these people are going to be like, oh, I'm done with these meme coins. They keep dying or I keep going to zero. I'm going to start looking for good quality businesses because that's where this ultimately goes. This is ultimately a stock market.
I agree.
It's an open-ended stock market that people can become investors in. So I'm really spending more of my time now just looking at like where like most of my position right now is I've started to move towards Bitcoin and like we could skip to this if you want the halving's coming up like to not be in the Bitcoin ecosystem right now in the next 30 days is just crazy to me. I mean, it's like you have the Stacks infrastructure tokens are going to blow up. I mean, it's only a matter of the Stacks blows up. Right now it's by far the most utilized blockchain that's connected to Bitcoin. There's so much stuff happening in the layer 2 ecosystem. There's tons of stuff happening on DeFi. I got the Alex token, which is their main DeFi platform on Stacks. I got Welsh, which is the main meme coin on Stacks. I got a couple others that I'm already like, I'm farming, I'm staking Stacks on all the tokens. So like, ultimately, I think that like there's going to be a good 30 to 60 day time period where Bitcoin is the topic of discussion. And I think we're heading into that. We're less than a month out from the halving. And like, we know with all this, like, the institutional capital is going to be like, oh, that makes sense. Like there's less supply and the money's still coming in. I'm going to buy Bitcoin. And it's just like inevitable. This thing's going to, my prediction is that we're talking about Bitcoin at 100 grand by the end of the month, by like the end of, by the halving. I think that's what's going on during that period. Bitcoin.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that sort of goes back to the buying the dip. I've been saying this. Anyone who's talked to me, I think I've tweeted it a few times. Like the easiest way to make money in a bull run is buying the dip, right? As long as you don't think we're out of a bull run, that's the easiest way. Like I was talking to somebody and
sure. That's what I did
when it was down on Monday, Tuesday, I mean, all that stuff is up, what, 5 to 10% since?
Dude, I immediately made moves on. I bought Bitcoin, I bought stacks, and I bought.
I would say the only time you should stop that is if you feel like the bull is done and we're in a bear.
Which I don't close start.
I don't even think the bulls really. I mean, I think the bulls started a bit. I just don't think if you look historically, at the charts, I don't know, maybe. But if you look historically at the charts, and I'm not even a big chart guy, but I've been in crypto for 12 years. Like this happens pretty much on a 3 to 4 year rotation. And usually the next leg up is like 80% from the highs of last time. Or we're not even, we're like touching the highs of Bitcoin, and we're not even close to the highs of Ethereum and Solana still has. I mean, what was Solana's high? 250? What was Solana high back in the day?
Yeah, I think 250 or something.
So I don't know. I just sort of feel like everyone's like, oh, we're in a mania, but I think we're not even close. This isn't mania. This is like
I'm selling Soul Hub. I don't really like it. It's not moving anywhere.
Dude, I told you.
It's not
told you that was a loser.
Where the fuck?
Oh, you got dumped on.
Yeah, I got dumped on. No, I think I sold. Am I out? Sold? Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, I see you're out. I'm tracking you, baby.
All right, let me see what else is going on here. Yeah, that token didn't do well, guys.
Did you lose your spot? Yep, you lost your spot, man.
There's one called March Madness. I like that.
Wow, three goblins on the homepage. Top 10. Let's go.
All right,
most represent. And by the way, John McApody and White House all goblins as well. So really, we dominate. We're half of the homepage. Just letting you know. All right.
Okay. Let's go to anyway, I'm preaching Bitcoin, I'm preaching stacks. Also, let's talk about base really quickly, because that seemed to be the meta over the last couple of days.
You're jumping down to base. Yeah. No, I bought a bunch.
I have a bunch of tokens. I have a bunch of I have a few base tokens.
Yeah. You and Jared bought a bunch way before.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it until everyone was talking about it.
Yeah, you're one of those guys. You're gonna do the same. You're gonna do the same thing with stacks. I know it. You're gonna wait till
probably. And I've known Trevor for like a decade.
So what are you waiting on? You know it's coming.
I don't know. I gotta figure it out.
It's honestly so obvious that this is coming. Like you really gonna need to see like Beanie be like, oh guys, I told you stacks. Like you know it's coming. Right. That whole team.
The stacks itself, or things on stacks.
I mean, I think you should go across. I mean, stacks is an obvious play. I mean, if you think about it. Think about how much I can add.
What do I have to do? Like, what tools do I have to
go get an Xverse, download an Xverse wallet. That's a really good wallet. I love it. I use it for Bitcoin, ordinals. Do you have any ordinals?
No, I never got into ordinals.
So so just set up an Xverse wallet, because that'll be your stacks, Bitcoin, ordinal wallet.
Xverse.
Xverse is the way to go. So you set up an Xverse wallet, then and I'll kind of give you a little bit here what's going on. So you set up an Xverse wallet, then you're going to go to, I guess what I would probably do is just send some, you can go, you have Coinbase, right?
No, I've never heard. What is that?
You have a Coinbase account. So go swap some crypto that you have into stacks on Coinbase, and then send your stacks to this wallet. You can also send Bitcoin if you want, but like what I do is I just swap some Coinbase on stacks, and then I send my stacks here to set up my wallet and get yourself rolling. And then what I would do is I'd go to Alex Labs. That's the DeFi platform. It's where you can like kind of buy all the other tokens. So Alex Labs is a good one where you can start to like actually make moves and grab some of the other tokens that are in existence. And like that, I would get some Alex token. I'd get some Deco is another one that people like. It's another DeFi platform. Welsh is their number one meme coin. Welsh is number one meme coin. And then what else do we got here? There's a couple others. I have some Pepe. I have like stacks Pepe on stacks, like just to see if there's anything there. But like that's like the stacks kind of play. There's a bunch of stuff there to do.
I got an Xverse wallet, so
yep. And then
I won't be lazy and I'll do it.
Yeah,
I've always been just like, listen, I had a lot of Bitcoin way back when. I don't have a lot of Bitcoin now. So I always just like, I'm like, I have PTSD when I look at it.
You can't do that, dude. You can't do that. It doesn't work.
I know. That's how you lose.
How you lose, totally.
That's how you definitively lose.
And like and anyway, there's a lot. Also, it's early, so there's a lot of points going on and stuff like that. So anyway, so that's that base. I am so that's the Bitcoin stuff. On the base side, I have a couple coins that I like that I've been running with.
Yeah, I think we talked. Did we talk about them last week?
Let me tell you something about base. It's super cool. So we're investing in a company called Airstack through Redbeard, and Airstack is like becoming like the leader in like developer tools and applications and like infrastructure on Farcaster and all the social platforms. So I had an idea a couple of days ago. I reached out to the founder and I was like, "Yo, like he builds all these frames." So I was like, it'd be really cool. Like he has all this data because he is like a queryable data for everything that's going on Farcaster, basically. So I said, why don't you show people and say what tokens people are buying, what meme coins people are buying, and then allow them within a frame just to click buy, and they could see who else has bought it on their social graph. He's like, that's fucking awesome. Let's do it. And within 3 days, he launches it, and it did over 75,000 in on the swap pool yesterday in its first 10 hours live. So like now and yeah, people are like looking at it for him to like swap in and discovery. It's like it's awesome. So that was really cool. So now it's only base to start because that's the major platform that everyone's on Farcaster with. So. But you can discover all these different coins right from there because
Are you still using Farcaster or is it dead?
No, I still use it. It's like there's a lot of experimentation happening. There's a lot of the frames are super cool. They're getting better and better with transactions happening inside of the frame now. Like I'm sending a lot of my companies over to the frames because I think that there's like it's just a nice go-to-market strategy for companies like Super Rares talking about doing like the ability to bid or buy art within a frame. Get Protocol, which was recently rebranded to Open Tickets. They're doing like a ticketing.
I feel like Twitter is going to bring back like they used to have a frame type of experience. You know that back in the day?
No.
Yeah, it was like OG Twitter had the ability. They called them cards. And in the cards, you could take actions.
I remember the cards a little bit, but I don't remember really what the hell it did.
You could buy tickets. You could buy things inside of them.
That's pretty much what's going on now. So, and it's cool.
I feel like
it's really
Elon
cool.
with his
desires. So I think there's a lot of interesting stuff happening there. But it's still early. They still got to figure out ways to get this stuff going on. So yeah,
I like base in general. We're using it truth through a handful of things.
Well, then everyone got all mad today because it like went down.
It congested, it got congested.
Which is like another one of these like
it's a good problem to have.
Sure, like it's also it just shows how like we are so not ready. We're so not ready for mass adoption. Like the reality is like bad UX right now is a feature, not a bug across the entire blockchain space. If we are we're just a bunch of idiots running around trading meme coins and we congest everything every time. Like
it's crazy that they haven't been able to handle that considering something like Frentech has like 1 million users.
I mean, none of them have 1 million users concurrently ever anywhere.
Yeah, I guess not concurrently, but at peak, there wasn't really big problems with Frentech when it was out, like in terms of tech.
I remember it being problematic, but
buggy. I guess I remember it taking like a long time to do like settlement and stuff.
The reality is that like there's a reason. I think it's actually probably it's actually the only way this space can truly mature is having the UX be horrendous so that only real diehards can use the stuff because we're just not ready for mass adoption yet. I mean, Solana was supposed to be the good one. Like that's the one that everyone's like, it's fast, it's scalable. Like, yes, it's not decentralized and maybe it's not as secure, but it's definitely fast and scalable. And like the minute anything happens on there, we already start running into problems. So, it's just like we're just not there yet. We're not ready yet for the mass adoption. Like there's a reason why the top tier games can't bring their games here yet. Because like a top tier game not only is going to bring mass adoption, but it's also like intensive. So like it's just, can you imagine like a real like Grand Theft Auto game with its 100 million freaking customers coming and trying to play on the blockchain? Like it's just not going to happen. Not there yet. So
I'm also not convinced that type of gaming is the Web3 gaming. I'm really not convinced.
I'm 100%. I 100%.
Yeah, I know you do. I think like a metaverse, which I guess ends up being gaming. But I feel like that's really far away. I think the gaming that's going to work is not like gaming like that. I think gaming like that just needs to be fun with your friends. And if you get big enough, you can add blockchain elements to it. But I'm just not. I mean, all the games we're building, we're not building any game that you'd call a Web3 game. We're building like fun games. Yeah, I also think they're metaverses in and of themselves. Epic Games, GTA, Roblox, they're all metaverses. They don't need to put it on the chain.
Yeah, they do, because they don't.
Why?
No one owns it, because there's
a
whole. I mean, I think we're going to see. Here's going to be the perfect example.
No, but who cares? The users don't care. They don't actually care, because here's the thing: in the companies,
they don't know better. They don't know better. If they're able to sell stuff and make money, they're going to lose their shit.
Sure, but when you have, like, I play a lot of Fortnite, right? There's no scenario where they're letting me sell my skins, and the reason why is because they sell the skins again and again and again.
Which is why it needs to be once, but they're going to have to. If the only way to compete, if the rest of the world realizes blockchain, they're going to have to move.
Why would they have to? But the game is, the people who play the game don't come into it for financial reasons.
Yeah, tell that to when their friends are playing the same game that's just as fun and making money.
They come in for entertainment. But I'm saying they come in for entertainment reasons. If the small subset that come in for financial reasons, I know BW is White House, and I carried the team last night, so you get.
But you know, my point is more. My point is that it's not about what you're saying is you're looking at the Web3 gaming environment as it is today. You assume that doesn't exist.
No, I'm looking at game. No, I'm not. I'm coming in looking at game as a gamer, as someone who's played games my entire life.
I'm saying that when you come to this space and the game is just as fun and just as good, imagine the exact same game on a blockchain versus not, and they're just as fun and just as good an experience. You're telling me people are going to choose not to earn?
I don't think that's possible. I think when you introduce, hold on, I'll tell you why. Listen, you want to listen, or do you want to listen? You're talking to someone who plays games all day, every day, and
you're telling me that you do not think it's possible for a game to be fun in Web3.
I am telling you that when you introduce the financial element into it, it becomes work and not a game.
I think that's because we have a world called play to earn and not play and earn. We have not.
Listen, if you think something can come out and the earning is passive, but it's happening and you're not doing it because of that, then maybe. But that is a pipe dream, in my opinion. I think the more reality is the play and earning type of stuff is button mashing, Axie Infinity shit, which is not fun. It's little grandmas in Philippines trying to make $25.
That's bullshit. You can't think that's not even a game. That's a job.
But I'm saying when you introduce the financial side, there's a small subset of people who do it for money, right? When you're a professional gamer, you're coming in for money. Most people don't play to be professional gamers. They play for entertainment. They play with their friends, and they play for like a mindless escape. When you introduce a financial piece to it, it just changes the dynamic, and it's just a different world. It's just a different thing. Do you
think anyone's going to crack that nut?
Maybe. But I'm saying, like, you think these metaverses, right? Like, maybe that makes sense, like maybe, but like, I don't know, Roblox and Epic Games and GTA could probably build a better metaverse than any of these Web3 companies, because they already have the people, they already have the fun games. They just add an element of it, but doesn't make any sense for them now. So yeah, sure. If something comes along and explodes and is on chain and it's crypto and it makes sense. But I think a lot of people who are looking at this like Web3 gaming idea, especially people, if you go talk, there's a bunch of great VCs, because I talked to all of them when we were, deciding to do the stuff with Truth. Specifically gaming VCs, like there's one guy at Lightspeed who's like a Diablo, like top Diablo player, and there's a fund Lightspeed, and there's like Griffin Partners. They funded a bunch of games. Those guys don't believe in Web3 gaming, not because they don't believe in crypto. They don't believe in Web3 gaming because it is fundamentally a different thing that you're doing when you're doing gaming, when you're doing financial stuff. So you have to think. You're thinking of it as like a capitalist Web3 person, and I'm coming at it as someone who plays games.
Yeah, I just think about it.
If I was doing things and grinding to make a penny, right,
I think there's
or a few pennies,
there's going to be a generational shift from unproductive gaming to productive gaming, and it's going to eventually be at the same point.
I don't think anyone wants that.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone wants that. I don't think there's a market there. But that's what you're describing. Hold on. What you're describing is third world countries trying to get rice and beans by playing button mashing.
High school kids.
They're not thinking about it the way you're approaching this. They're just not.
You're talking so like all these sports bettors who sit around and basically play another. That's their version of this game. Sports betting. That's the game they play. They're picking.
Sports betting is different. Sports betting is you make a few picks and then you're done. I'm talking about playing Fortnite, right? Like I played Fortnite last night from 1 o'clock to 2:30.
These guys do tons of research, dude. I think you're underestimating how much people want to play, consume, and earn. They want this. The world wants this. What do you think we're doing with Memecoins? It's one big Degen game. The exact same thing.
I think we're speaking past each other because I think like gamified DeFi is Web3 gaming, not playing video games the way you think of playing video games. I'm saying I agree with the meme coins as a casino, and same with any crypto the game, any like sort of DeFi gamified DeFi is to me what Web3 gaming is going to end up becoming, not the I'm playing Fortnite or I'm playing NBA 2K and then I'm earning money.
I think there's going to be a time when you're going to go in Zelda and you're going to be the first person to get the Ocarina of Time and you're going to be able to sell that for $1 million.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's my guess. It's not going to happen right away, but eventually your game won't be able to compete with other good quality games that don't have incentives aligned.
I think the only way you can make an argument for this is there something like an Oasis comes out and it's just all encompassing of everything. And like you could play games in there, but like they're not necessarily crypto games. They're just games that you're in the metaverse in. And like the metaverse itself is on blockchain. That to me maybe happens. But I think you're conflating people wanting to have entertainment and have fun and people wanting to make money. It's just two different mindsets.
I actually think, and if nobody's working on this, someone should. Like, I think there should be a Madden type game, like with people putting on token, and there's real salaries and seasons, and you're basically playing like a video game but tokenized. You could be part of it. You can be a player on a team. Like the reality is that all this stuff is going to end up being incentivized and money, and it's going to open up. It's going to open up just new ways for people to earn without having to me, this is just like inevitable. I actually don't even think it's possible that this doesn't happen at this point. I just don't think we understand how it happens yet because we haven't even had an experiment of it being successful. Like Axie Infinity is not a game to me. But that all being said,
I just think fundamentally it's just different when you're playing for entertainment and playing for money. It just changes it. It becomes a job.
I understand, but I'm also saying that you've never experienced a good game yet that you can actually earn money in. That's the problem. So like it's hard for us to, you can't say that with any real data because I know it doesn't exist. There's not really good quality games yet in Web3. So like, there's just no way to say
I just think I guess my final take on this is I just think for the foreseeable future, it will be mostly Web3 gaming will mostly be DeFi, gamified DeFi.
Yeah,
that's what I think. I think the video games of like whatever are just not as interesting.
Let's talk grass real quick.
Did you say grass up?
Yeah, we did. So
did you set yours up?
I set my personal one.
I just saw what is it? Zeev put it through, and I was like, "All right, this looks good."
Yeah.
Someone's saying 7x. I'll go for it.
So
how much did you put in?
So I've been earning on there for a while, I guess. Like I've been.
Oh really? How many you have? How much you have?
Well, I have a personal one. Well, I only have one, myself, like my own personal one that I use. Like I just do my own computer, which like I don't even know if it's a lot.
You set up your computer as a thing?
I did it a while ago, a long time ago.
Okay, how much have you earned on it?
I don't know, like a couple, 25,000.
Oh, that's nothing. Dude, I'm talking about the grass that the Zeeves guy, Cosmos.
That's different. That's a different story. I think I don't know how much I've earned. I'm trying to figure it out.
So I set it up like earlier this week, I think. Hold on, I can tell you exactly when I set it up.
Oh, okay, no. So I've earned. Okay, I'll tell you how much I've earned. I've done it. Epoch 2, I earned 34,000, and Epoch 3, I'm currently at another 28,000. So I've earned about 70,000. Is that a lot?
Okay, so I set mine up. Let's see. I'm just looking right now. I reached out to that Cosmos guy. And by the way, if anyone wants to do this stuff, I could send you something. There's like a one sheet. There's this guy who just does it. He'll set it up for you based on if he uses a referral link. He's a cool guy. His name's he just goes by Cosmos. 3/16. When's that? So I set mine up. Saturday night or Sunday. I think I set mine up Sunday. And just message me on Twitter if you want. I can just send
how many devices?
So everyone was doing $400 a month. That was what everyone was saying they were doing. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do more. So I ended up doing $1,000 a month, $1,000 worth a month, which is I ended up getting I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
Well, I know
why. I don't know what came over me, but I got 125 proxies.
Oh wow, me and Anoop only got 50.
Yeah, so I got 125 proxies, and so I just looked for the first time.
Yeah.
And I have 1.2 million tokens.
1.2 million a week.
1.2 million in less than a week. Since Sunday, maybe Saturday night, Sunday.
Because you have 125.
And so, yeah, so I have 125 proxies. And so I looked on whale market. And so I put $1,000. I already can sell that 1 point whatever for a little under $2,500.
Yeah, I got you.
Wow. So, I mean, they're saying within a month, it should be 7x whatever you put in based on what whale market is right now. So yeah, it's
How things scale.
I have no idea, but like, listen, with every early farming stuff.
Where does the money come from?
What are you, David Goldberg? Yeah, I mean, listen, like early farming, usually the rewards are really nice, especially if you have I don't know. I feel like grass is like pretty well funded, and there's usually like liquidity pool for this type of stuff. It's pre token, but with something like whale market, you could sell it.
So I'll tell you which one I'm most bullish on right now. Here's some alpha for you guys. After I stake ETH, and you have your you can restake it, etc. I'm putting it all in Morpheus. I think Morpheus is going to be the most powerful. I think it's going to be what Ethereum was to dApps. I think Morpheus is going to be to AI applications and like LLMs, etc. It's going to be the marketplace of AI. The most brilliant
token. What are you doing with it?
So Morpheus right now. So right now you're.
And by the way, Anderson from Comment on YouTube, I can't add a thing, but it's getgrass.io. I literally had no idea anything about it, and then someone in one of the group chats that I'm in with Drew, he dropped like a little one pager. If you just DM me on Twitter, I'll send you that one pager, and then you could decide if you want to talk to the guy or not. And he just sets it up for you. You don't need to give him any login info. You just need to give him your user ID. It explains how to do it if you want to do it. But I would look into it yourself to see if it's something interesting. And I'm comfortable if I lose all my money. And you should only put in an amount that you feel comfortable totally losing. I think I'll probably farm for maybe a month or two.
As always, you should understand that none of this is financial advice.
Yeah. Well, by the way, just speaking of that, someone I want to say it was on Twitter, but then it was on like the Truth Discord. When I was making fun of and joking about Pigeon with yellow boots.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, that was a rug. I'm like, bro, first of all, I told you not to buy it. I was like, I said, don't buy it. And second of all, I lost money on it. Like I actually was trying to buy 10 SOL of it, and then I accidentally clicked twice, so I had bought 15 SOL, and then I eventually sold it like a week later for like 7 SOL. So I probably lose more money on this stuff than anyone. So you should definitely not copy any of my trades. I'm just here talking about them because it's fun. Yeah. But I would not.
I'm definitely trying to farm as much as I can on Morpheus. That's my major play. I just think it's going to be
So how do you do this? What do you do?
So do you stake your Ethereum? Do you have any Ethereum staked?
No, not really, because I had it somewhere and I lost some of it, and I don't.
Okay, so if
I just keep it in the vault now, and the Gnosis vault.
So what you do is remove it from the vault. You stake it on whatever one of those staking platforms, and you'll get staked ST.
I just feel like this. Whenever I stake it, I'm never going to see it again.
No, dude, you can just use Lido or some shit. Use like the big ones that everyone uses. And then the best part about it,
and then one day where one of these go under and you can't get your money out anymore.
That's like the name of the game. I can't play that game. I just have to play
I just rather just keep my ETH.
Anyway, so what I would do if I were you, I would put some ETH into the staking pool. And then I'd take that staked ETH while it's earning yield. You get to also use the staked ETH and put it into. You get to use your staked ETH and put it into Morpheus. And then Morpheus, you'll be earning more token that gets released May 8th. So, and I just think it's a no-brainer. I think it's like some of the most brilliant people I've spoken to in this space are contributing and spending their time on this.
And does more token exist already, or it's coming out on May 8th?
TGE is May 8th.
Got it.
It's really powerful.
ST ETH. You earn more. How much do you earn? How much should you be putting in? Oh, okay. You're getting.
I'm just keep adding. Well, you can stake your ETH for whatever. You can stake as much ETH as you want, and then use that staked ETH to put up into Morpheus. Like I keep just trying to like get liquid on stuff so I can add more. I think I have 7 ETH in there right now, 7 staked ETH in there, but I'm trying to get a little bit more liquid. I have a bunch of stuff tied up.
Interesting.
So I'm just trying to add to it as much as I can. I'd like to get to about 30 ETH in there. That's my goal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. And why Morpheus? What about it?
So Morpheus is basically going to become so it's really interesting. I had a great conversation.
Doing more research. I'm doing more research on this than I bought when I bought Joe Budden or.
This is real shit. This is like stuff that
I know. I'm joking.
So I actually had an amazing conversation with the guy who basically wrote the paper that led to the DApp. He was early Bitcoin, then was part of the contributing team that led to the idea of a DApp and Ethereum. And he now spends his time on this. He's contributing to this. And the way that this whole kind of thing works is like basically this is going to become so there was a bunch of rules that the government put in, laws that they've now put into place that are basically like, hey, we don't believe in AI, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't, like just like they did with blockchain. Anything that's new tech, they don't decide to understand it or support it. They say we're just going to restrict you. And in our world today, that doesn't stop us. That means we'll just leave the country, go out, do it elsewhere, open source it, whatever. So these guys said, you know what? We're not going to build a company. We're not going to build anything. We're going to there's no foundation. There's no company. They can't call us anywhere. We are just going to open source technology. And it rallied a lot of the most brilliant minds together and be like, oh shit, like this is the open source hub for AI. This is where you go and contribute. And it's basically going to become like the marketplace for various different LLM models, AI models, compute. You'll be able to direct compute. Like it's going to become the hub for AI. And then people are integrating various different things into it, like inference engines and cloud computing, compute platforms, new models, and anyone who contributes is going to earn more token, and anyone who uses those things will have to spend more token. So it's a really interesting. There's just some really brilliant people involved. It's kind of where I'm spending some of my time right now. I'm doing a lot of research from a venture perspective on this stuff, on this whole area, and investing in some of the ecosystems. I think AI is going to be probably the biggest narrative of this next real kind of like bull run. Is going to be like I think it's going to be driven by AI. So and there's just so much happening in the AI market, from like autonomous DAOs to AI generated adult content. I think it's fascinating as hell. Like there's just so much really interesting stuff happening. So I just think that that's a, this could become the Ethereum of that space, like the big brand that glues it all together. So that's where I'm spending most of my farming time right
now. Got it. That's cool.
Are people still?
Dude, yo, by the way, something crazy is happening.
What?
The Pudgy Penguins is flying right now.
Flying? Why?
I don't know, but a lot of, I don't know. Something's happening.
Where are you seeing that?
In a few group chats. It's up quite big today.
What's it up to?
Hold on, I was just reading. Lost where my train of thought was. Yeah, any info why Pudgy's floor price is 7 ETH up in a day?
I have another 244 ETH, $900,000.
11 to 16. 5.
Someone swept $900,000 worth of Pudgies. Over 4 million has flowed into Pudgy's ecosystem today. Probably some investors, something, I don't know. Either somebody knows something, or I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, just to close up on the grass thing, if anyone wants that one sheet that was like circulating, and literally all it is there's a guy who.
And if you want to get yourself set up, I'm going to post this link here. So if you guys want to use this,
just DM me on Twitter and just say, hey, I want that one page on grass. It'll give you like the rundown of like what it is and what you would do if you want to do it, and then you could reach out to the guy. Most people were doing like $400 per month for. Well, how many were you getting for that? 50, 40? I think you're at the time you were getting 40 proxies. Anyway, I'll send it to anyone who wants it. You can make your own decision. Reach out to the guy if you want to.
Yeah. So that are you still doing anything on Blast at all? Speaking of like farming and stuff.
Haven't done anything on Blast.
Do you have ETH on there? Do you have ETH on there?
No, I don't. I didn't send any.
Like, is there a reason to be still have ETH on there? Does anybody know if they're supposed to be like I don't even.
I have only limited amount of hours in a day, and it's hard to keep up with all this shit.
I hear you. I'm just trying to figure out is there a reason?
But I don't know.
Like, I know they're doing the whole points thing. Is that like something we should be paying attention to still?
Probably.
Jackie, you know anything about
that? As a Pudgy holder, I just got an airdrop of tokens that's coming that I had to claim today.
I mean, I have points on during the I have points on there because I don't really know what the hell's going on. I'm taking a look right now. I have 3,700 points on Blast. 26% pile. I got like, I don't have much on there though. I only have 1 ETH on there, I think. So not much. Your balance can be withdrawn. Okay. I mean, like, I don't really, so what do I do with this? Continue earning once you move. It's time to move to mainnet. Yeah, I'd love to know.
All right, what else? Okay. What else we got? Let's do the pre-sales killed meme coins. If you're doing a pre-sale, like, you may do well in one, you may do well in another one, but you will eventually lose all your money.
Yeah, pretty much.
You just will.
Yeah, it's so hard to not do it. It's like, as a Degen, you're just like, oh, I get in early, but it just never works. It's so stupid.
You're just like, yes, I've seen some people send it and then they did okay and whatever, but you'll likely also just lose all your money because one guy you'll send it to just deactivates their Twitter account.
Yeah.
So you know,
Bitcoin's down today.
What do you say? Bitcoin's down today?
Yeah, 65. Wonder why that is.
It just happened in the last little bit.
Solana's down is at 179. Market's been slow, I guess.
Well, it roared back yesterday, I thought.
It did. It roared back yesterday. It came strong. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that's like really interesting.
It was annoying. ETH was flirting with 4K.
Do you know what's probably happening? The people that are usually spending all day looking at charts are just watching March Madness right now. That's really what's going on.
Yeah. How's your bracket doing?
I killed on BYU. I lost both my parlays for the day and like lost an Elite 18 in the first game.
All right, let's see. What are the scores right now? Okay, North Carolina took care of business.
Yeah.
Nevada Dayton's going to be a popular one. A lot of people took Nevada.
I took Dayton.
You took Dayton? Okay.
Yeah. What's going
let's
on
see.
there?
I'm looking. Okay. Michigan State took care of business. Duquesne was the big upset for BYU. Creighton did well. Arizona, a lot of people have Arizona going all the way. You know, UNC took care of business.
I have them going to the finals Final Four.
I have them in the Final Four. I think I have 3 brackets. I think I have them in the Final Four in. I have 100% bracket right here. 1 second. Let's go. I have Houston winning it all in 100% bracket. I had Duquesne. What was it?
I got crushed on BYU.
Yeah, I have 100% bracket right now, and I had North Carolina, Michigan State, Arizona, and this one I have Arizona. I have Iowa State over Arizona and Houston over Iowa State. And then I have one where I have Purdue winning and one I have UConn winning. I should have done one with Arizona winning.
I have UConn winning 1. I have Kentucky winning 2. That's pretty much
Kentucky? Dude, Kentucky's not getting out of the Sweet 16. What are you talking about?
They have 3 good players, dude.
Yeah, their defense is horrible.
You know why I picked them?
Why?
I copied Grok. I used Grok's AI model, and I went with Grok. I said whatever Grok is going with and whatever their model is based on Twitter conversation and Twitter data.
Is that what people are doing? Is that people doing using like ChatGPT and Grok?
I checked ChatGPT for one. I use Grok for another. And I like Grok's models better. I thought. So I went
any big upsets you picked?
I don't think so. Let's see. Like nothing crazy.
You picked James Madison or Wisconsin?
Let me see my thing here. Check. Print your picks. Let's see. I picked.
By the way, I think.
Yep.
I think we're done with the crypto stuff. If people.
Yeah.
Let's talk basketball for a second, dude. Let's talk about Knicks playoffs, baby, dude.
We gotta just get healthy, man. We just gotta get healthy.
I know. We need Randall back. You think Mitchell will be back?
I do. He's already practicing.
Is OG like injured again, or is he playing tonight?
Nope, he's banged up, dude. He couldn't even shoot last time he played. I mean, he's still
Denver, dude. How good is Jalen Brunson? Holy shit!
Unbelievable. I think
that move.
I honestly believe. I swear. I truly believe it, and I'm not just saying.
Okay, I know what you're about to say. I know what you're about. Hold on. I know what you're about to say, and you're delusional. And stop.
No way. Why is that delusional?
You're saying he's going to be an MVP candidate.
Yes, without a doubt. Why not?
Okay.
They're top 4 in the league with an injured team basically half the season, averaging 28 a game, carrying the team, utterly carrying.
Okay, candidate, but he's not getting any votes. He's like
who's better than him right now? Who? Joel Embiid.
I can name you 10 people better than him right
now. That are better MVP candidates than Joel Brunson. I mean, than Jalen Brunson this year.
Yes.
No way. I'm going to do like MVP rankings or NBA.
I can give you 10. You want me to give you 10?
Okay, race to the MVP ladder. Let's see what it says. Here's the race to the NBA's Kia race to the MVP ladder. Let's see. Where's the rankings? Here it is.
I mean,
March 16th. Let's see.
You could start with Jokic. You could start with Luka.
Okay, so Jokic is 1. Shai Gilgeous is 2. Giannis 3.
Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is playing out of his mind right now.
It's fucking bullshit. It's bullshit.
Dude, Anthony Edwards is Michael Jordan's love child. Let's just put that out there.
Anthony Edwards is really
he looks exactly like Jordan. He looks like, I wonder if like Jordan like was in his town when he was
Jalen Brunson did not get enough
running in the 90s.
You're telling me Kawhi Leonard should be high, like in this list they have Kawhi Leonard ranked higher than him? No way.
Dude, Kawhi is a freaking robot.
But there's no way he's more influential and valuable to his team this year.
What's the it's crazy. By the way, what's insane is the standings of the West.
Wow, what's going on there?
You looked at them. Oklahoma's in first place. Like, Minnesota's in third place. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Shai's crushing it.
Honestly, I even think someone like Sabonis is higher than Brunson, to be honest. Dude's averaging like a triple-double. But yeah, listen, dude, he's up there. Don't get me wrong, he's up there. But like, would I rather have Tatum?
Mm-hmm.
Would I rather have Giannis? Would I rather have Dame Dollar? Okay, wait. Let's go back. Let's see how it goes tonight
against
Jokic.
I have to run in 60 seconds.
You have to go. Okay. Wait. What? Any big upsets? Tell me which upsets you have.
I have. Let's see. I have.
Did you see that TikTok going around about like the last 3 years?
I have South Dakota. I have South Dakota State beating Iowa State 15-2.
You have South Dakota State beating Iowa State. Get out of here, dude. Iowa State's good, actually.
I have.
Do you follow any of this stuff? Because I don't. No. I do research.
I did
from TikTok.
I blocked my calendar.
I do TikTok research.
I blocked from. I literally on my calendar. March research. I did from 9 to 11. I did 3 brackets, and that was the end of it. That was all my research. I like. Who else? Did I pick any other big ones here? I'm just taking a look here. I have Florida going far in one of my brackets.
Do you have Drake over Washington State? Do you have NC State over Texas Tech or Texas Tech over NC State?
I don't think I picked any team named Drake.
Drake?
I would never,
Drake. James Madison. No, Drake's going to upset Washington State. But everyone's taking James Madison over Wisconsin.
I took him in one. I took Wisconsin in one, and I took James Madison in another.
Yeah. TCU is going to win, beat Utah State. That's an easy one.
Who's your Final Four? Who's your Final Four?
I have a few different Final Fours. I have one that has Arizona, Purdue, Houston, and Iowa State. I have one that is that's the one that I'm 100% on right now.
Mm-hmm.
I have another one where my Final Four is Purdue, Houston, Arizona, and UConn, and I have Purdue winning. And then I have one final one where I have UConn winning, and it's over Arizona also, and Purdue beats Marquette. And then I have UConn over Purdue. So I have a few.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I think, listen, well, last year Purdue like shit the bed, right? They lost like in the first round. They were really good. So until they get on the court, who knows? But I think Purdue is I have Purdue in all my Final Fours. Yeah.
All right. No doubt.
We'll see.
All right, guys. We got to roll.
All right. See you next week, man.
Peace,
Bye,
everybody.
everyone. Thanks for coming. Thanks for playing. Peace.